Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you a couple projects that have been overdue after my trip back to Illinois from California. So come along, check it out, what I find out working is not working, so that's why I always do improvement in my 2008 Toyota Sienna Minivan Camper. Alright, let's go check it out. So this is one way for me to get power into the inside for my power supply, which is I have a 400 watt inverter inside there, but it's not good to connect it directly to the battery. You gotta have some kind of fuse. So I was using this kind of, what do you call it, breaker switch, which operate under temperature stuff. When it's got heat up, then it will disconnect. Well, the problem with that, if you use it in here, this engine bay is all the way hot, so it will create my own problem. So I'm going to remove this and use just regular fuse. So there is a 100 watt fuse inside here, a little one. It's better than nothing, right? But I need to attach the cable end into this. And I will show you what it looks like when it's done. I call it a tape up because, like I said, there's heat in there, so the plastic that's supposed to cover this just come apart. So that's why I wrap it electrical tape. If it doesn't work, then I will know. I will unwrap and make sure it's not broken. And this is the other end where the red cable coming out to supply the power to this inverter right here. Right now it's on. So that's one way of getting power. My other power is to my in-house battery. I also have a portable old power S2000, which I use to supply the power for my fridge through this cable here. Normally these cable from the fridge, they don't come like this, because I like to create this so I can do alternative, because right now I like to tap into this power if I have to, in case my portable power doesn't work right with this or ran out, then at least I can hook it up here. So that's why it's always nice to have a extra fuse box with extra attachment to it, so that way I can connect this end to this end and get power to the fridge straight from this battery here, my red Dodo battery, 100 amp hour. All right, so instead of using this thermal cutoff switch, I now put the actual 100 amp fuse in here. Yeah, it's 100 amps hooked directly into the battery, and this will go inside here into the 400 watt inverter. All right, so this will allow me to be able to use 400 watts of electricity while the vehicle is running. Never use this when the vehicle is not running. And this is also used, you notice I hook this cable here. Remember when I was talking about, let me see here, this cable here, remember the 12 volt that you can use to plug into here to charge the old power S2000 while you're driving? Not a good idea. Even though the cable is not hot, but the tips here get really hot really quick within 10 minutes. So I wouldn't recommend use this. You can use it temporary, maybe for half hour to an hour, and then unplug it and then let it cool off. So what I did, I create this cable, so I should be able to plug that in. I'm not going to plug it in right now because the vehicle is not running. And by the way, you don't have to have this on to plug into that, because this pretty much directly hook up in back here into the front battery of the vehicle. See, right, these two terminals, red and black. And also over here, I attached this new cable here, allow me to access 12 volt through my red Dodo battery here, without having to turn on the inverter either, because this goes straight. See how it goes straight into the terminal here, and this goes into the battery. So this will allow me to actually run the fridge. You see, this is a fridge cable. that have the 12-volt plug that you can plug into over there to run it. I never like them, but I can disconnect this and plug directly in here and run the fridge from this battery here. So I actually have 3 ways of running the fridge, actually 4. You can either run through the power station there, in-house battery here, through the inverter. You can turn that on because the fridge always comes with a 120 volt power adapter, so you can run through that also. Or you can plug it directly into the secret lighter over there to run the fridge while the vehicle moving. All right, I'm going to turn on this vehicle and see if this works. I haven't tested it. I'm going to see if it's going to charge that up instead of using this cable, because this gets really hot real quick. All right. Okay, so the engine is running. We are getting 13.6 volt. Let's see if this can actually work. All right, just plug directly into it. By the way, you don't have to have the inverter on. I just want to see what kind of voltage I'm getting. So as you can see, we are steadily increasing. Let's see how far up that we can charge this thing. We are getting 110 volt going into the power station, and the cable is not hot at all. It's direct connection, and this is directly connecting to that red wire that I showed you previously in the engine bay. Don't need the inverter on to go to get charged. All right. So now I have backup to a backup to a backup. So after the last trip, I learned my lesson. Even though I have 2 different, power supply system. Actually 3, but remember the inverter straight from the battery in the engine bay failed because of the heat issue with the circuit breaker. So now actually I fixed that, and I have actually almost like not just 3 but 4 ways of getting power for my fridge. So when you have a fridge, having power is very important. So there's no way I be out of power this time. So thanks for watching. I always do a little bit of tweaking here and there in my minivan camper. So if you have first time here on this channel, click subscribe, and you never know what I might come up with. All right, bye for now.